Welcome to the Surly Horns podcast. This is season 3, episode 1, and we're an NIL podcast now because fuck it. RGB3, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent because we're in the SEC now, and guess what that means? We're going to pay players, folks. We are paying fucking players. We are finally getting this NIL shit rolling. So everybody's been asking, how can I contribute? You know, how can I be a part of this? Well, guess what? Your friends at the Surly Horn podcast have figured this shit out already before Chris Del Conte fucking did. So diving straight into it, guys. We are putting together the Burnt Ends NIL program, how Surly uses the NIL for make benefit glorious nation of Texas football. This is happening. So what this is, you're wondering, what is the Burnt Ends besides the best part of a cow? It is our goal to sponsor the Texas tight end room via crowdsourced donations. So our goal is to put an even split of money for the tight end room, continuous month over month donations, recurring yearly endowments to attract and to keep, that's necessary as well, to keep the top tight end talent in the program. So not just recruiting, but keeping these guys in-house. You know, we want to make sure that Oregon doesn't come offer them a $200,000 NFT and now they're in their fucking portal.
Yeah, but in exchange for this money, they are actually going to be doing stuff, right? It's not just a random endowment that they get to draw upon.
Yep.
Right? So the community gets to benefit from the Burnt Ends.
So that pretty much sums up the rest of our goals. We want active support and activity from the tight end room on Surly, not just the podcasts, happy hours, possibly dinners, possibly, as well as their own board on the site for AMAs, just random thoughts if they want to fucking post. There's not going to be any kind of posting requirement, but we want these guys to be active and contribute because the main goal of this is to have a good fucking time, both us and the tight ends. So now you're asking me, hey,
and really, it's actually for a bunch of burnt out old people, not just
hence
men,
the name Burnt Ends.
Not just men exclusively.
Yeah.
People.
So Burnt Ends. We're burnt out old dudes. We love Burnt Ends, the brisket, and burnt orange. It's like the perfect name. Oh, and tight ends. It like all flows. It's Burnt Ends. Just roll with it, folks. So now you're asking me, hey, RGB3, how do we make this happen? What's your crazy fucking goal in this? So it's a monthly subscription program, and the pure profit is going to go to the tight ends. So I'm not taking a cut. Surly's not taking a cut. We have to cover expenses, but other than that, it's going to the athletes. So there are going to be 3 different tiers. The first one, $10 a month. That's fucking nothing. That's 2 Starbucks coffees. That's a 6-pack of beer nowadays a month. And
6-pack of beer is $10 fucking now. That's insane.
If you're drinking the good stuff, if you're drinking the fucking Natty Lights, I'm sure you can get away with $5.
Modelo. I've paid $8.99 for a 6-pack of Modelo. So.
$8.99, but you got taxes, so you're looking at like $9.65 by the time you're checking out. So so $10 a month gets you the Burnt Ends level. With that, you get a new username Flair. You get access to the tight end room board that we were talking about before, where you can interact with the tight ends. Like I said, ask me anything like that. If you want to tell Cade Brewer to go fuck himself, we hope you don't, because this might be the end of that. But you can do that on this site.
Or he may just challenge you to a fist fight.
Yeah, he could beat the shit out of you. That should be rolled into this. All right, Cade, if you want, you get every tight end in the room gets to pick one person to punch in the fucking face.
Most punchable head on Surly.
Yeah. So
and then we have like an awards ceremony at the end of the season where we give the tight ends awards, and then we just, after they give their graceful acceptance speech, we all give thumbs up or thumbs down, and if you get the thumbs down, you just get punched in the head.
Gladiator thumbs down. Yeah, Jatavian Sanders just fucking laying out Future Man. This would be great. just cold cocking the shit out of him. All right, so that's $10 a month, folks. So $10 a month gets you into the Burn Ends Club. $25 is going to get you, I'm sticking with the brisket theme, gets you into the Flat Club. So with that, you get everything from the $10 tier, the new username Flair, the access to the separate board where the tight ends are going to post. Plus, you get a car sticker and an Arctic Cup. So you'll get an Arctic Cup. We'll have a big Surly Horns Burn Ends program like logo that you'll get to drink your whiskey out of. So that's the flat part. So now everybody knows the best part of the brisket, besides the burn ends, is the point.
Give me that point. That
give
moist.
Me the point. I want the flat. Yeah, give me the fatty. Give me the fatty. So for $50 a month, you're going to get all of that. You're going to get the username Flair. You're going to get access to the separate board. You're going to get the car sticker. You're going to get the Arctic Cup. And you're going to get access to a yearly dinner with the tight end group. So, like we were saying, tight ends are going to have to contribute a little bit. They're going to have a dinner with us, Pinkertons or something. Everybody's going to get to come out, drink beer, and hang out with, Jared Wiley and Jatavian Sanders and all those guys. So, and if you donate $1,000 to the program, Jatavian Sanders will punch Future Man in the face. You'll get to watch that. You'll get a ticket to the vet.
Instant donation. It's like Twitch.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for the dono, bro. But so yeah, and anybody can donate more than that if they want. If depends on how much we're like, why we're putting this out now. Like, is we want to get as much interest as possible, while mainly people are just fucking pissed off about the NIL and Chris Del Conte putting out fucking PowerPoints. We want to do
PowerPoint too, bitch.
Hell yeah, we got a PowerPoint. I made this bitch. I don't do PowerPoints often, but it has a picture of Surly and it has a picture of brisket on it, and that's a winner. So, and it's got the Burlington background.
They do go together quite well.
But if y'all want to donate more, you absolutely are able to. If you want Jatavian Sanders to come to a business lunch or some bullshit, like, you could donate through this and it'll go directly to Jatavian Sanders. It's legitimate. It's above board. It's going to get through compliance because it's a legit deal. These kids, it's not, hey, sign this napkin and here's $1 billion. It's, the kids are going to put in a little effort, but the goal is to get like 10 grand a year into these guys' pockets, which is not, that's not pocket change, man. That's especially for a walk-on. A walk-on is going to get the same amount.
Plus all the fun, right? Plus all the fun. Yeah. They get to do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
If they're drinking age, they get to drink beer. If not, they can drink root beers and dig out on wings or whatever the fuck it is that they do when they're not
underage shit. Yeah,
can't even smoke cigarettes anymore. Can't even smoke cigarettes anymore. So I don't know. I don't know what you do nowadays.
Watch porn.
The ages of 18 and 21.
Just watch porn.
Just straight up jerk off. Just jerk off all the time.
So yeah, that's what I'm sure next after you're saying RGB3, how do we make this happen? RGB3, what the fuck are we going to get out of it? So like we said, you get a yearly group dinner with the tight end group, your podcast appearances. So we'll have the guys come on, especially in the off season when there's nothing to talk about. We'll kind of rotate them through, and some Sunday wrap ups. Hey, great game against A&M next year. What was it like? We'll talk about your game. We'll do some of that kind of, crappy 995 or shit. But some people eat that shit up. So, but we'll, put our own spin on it. It'll be fun. And then we'll have the active tight end room board, schedule AMAs. It's kind of a little bit of a safe space for them because I know if I was Malcolm Epps, I wouldn't want to venture on any part of Surly Horns. So, it's a place for them. And then the most important thing, which, we'll have to gauge interest. It's in the workshop mode right now, but it's going to be the Burn Ends camp for burnout athletes. What that is, we're going to put a number on it. We don't know how much it's going to cost, but we'll put a number on it, $250,000. I don't know what it is, but, the profit's going to go to the tight ends. And we're going to rent out a ranch or some rich fuck, if you're listening, because all rich people listen to the Surly Horns podcast. Just donate your ranch for us, and we'll do like
that means more profits for the tight ends.
Exactly.
Profits for the tight ends.
Exactly, and we get to fuck up your property, which is always fun. So,
so we'll not burn anything down. We will probably burn things.
Exactly. But Jared Wiley's going to teach people, how to use a blocking sled. We'll do a 7-on-7 tournament, maybe a beer pong tournament, softball, play cornhole, and all that with the guys. And throw a catered dinner into it. Kegs, all that kind of stuff. Just have a fucking blast with the tight ends. It'd be badass.
And learn a thing or two from the elite tight end room at Texas. And what better way to show mastery than teaching others?
Exactly. If you can't do, teach, right? Oh, wait, no, they can do. Shit.
Getting off of NIL, but sticking to the theme of the week with the world exploding, all the planets realigning, the tectonic plates are shifting. Actually, just Texas and Oklahoma are going to the SEC, and literally nothing else has happened.
Everybody
at all. Nothing has happened yet, so the world is actually not falling apart. But the Bills are trying to muscle their way into Austin.
Not a chance. That's not a chance. It's gonna go. So where do you put a stadium? Like,
I would use the Live Oaks Stadium.
I guess I figured they would probably try to do something all cutesy and try to put it in fucking Buda or Kyle or something like that, so they can say, "Oh yeah, San Antonio and Austin can both have."
No, fucking buy the Topgolf. Buy the Topgolf and just put a fucking stadium right there.
The parking would be a nightmare. Oh my god,
dude! The other stadium's in there. But I think it only holds like 40. It's not a big stadium.
Not a chance.
It's a big stadium, but it just doesn't hold that many people. They could. I don't know, man. I don't know where you would build the stadium. It's not a really great place.
But either way, it would be terrible for the University of Texas. You're immediately splitting, people, family. Hey, do you want to go watch the NFL or do you want to go watch the Longhorns? That's going to be a choice for people.
What do you mean? That's like it's a Saturday Sunday thing.
Yeah, but people don't have
a
limited budget.
Be a football fan that watches both Saturday and Sunday.
I mean, that would be badass. I've seen too many people in the homeless population in Austin, Texas, to know that not everybody's got that tech money. So,
dude, these homeless people are all over the place. I hope that's what keeps the Bills from coming. They're just like, nah, you guys got a really bad homeless problem.
Josh Allen just walked through.
They just put our shit on blast in Austin. Just fucking. The reason the Bills are not going to consider Austin anymore is because you people have people living and shitting on the streets where we want to build the stadium.
They walk past. Is it on 6th, the homeless camp?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right there. Yeah, you just walk by. Like I can't tell you how many nights I've stumbled through there and just, oh God, there's 130 homeless people just surrounding me right now. Dude, sorry to all our homeless listeners.
6th Street would be a zoo all day. Imagine tailgate. Like, imagine if there was a stadium downtown and you could tailgate on 6th Street.
That's a problem.
That would be insane.
That would be absolutely fucking batshit insane. It'd be badass. But at the same point, there's no way that Texas, Jerry Jones and the McNair family want another NFL franchise in Texas. That's like the last thing Jerry Jones will do.
They can tell those three guys aren't super popular. They could definitely vote 29-3.
I think it has to be unanimous, actually.
Oh, it has to be unanimous?
I think so. And Jerry Jones.
Speaking of unanimous votes.
I was leading to it. I love it. Yeah, because Jerry Jones has a little more pull than Aggie does. Those fucking lapdog bitches. You knew they were going to vote. You knew there was going to be 14-0. It had to
dude, be. They even like, did you see the statement?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It was great.
Just... Wow.
It was beautiful.
Wow.
It was beautiful. I knew it was going to happen because you could be negative recruited to hell by Texas saying, oh yeah, they were scared of us. That's why they didn't want us back in. Hey, big brother, little brother's never going to want big brother in the conference. Like you could spin that a billion different ways. But they just rolled over and showed their fucking belly like they always do. They just roll over and let their little ding dongs hang out, and now we're in the SRC.
All right, so I'm going to read this because it's just too good not to read.
Yeah, it's great.
July 24th, 2021. The last few days have been challenging in many ways, and I recognize that the change in college athletics often is unsettling for those who love their institutions. Rest assured, the chancellor, our athletic director, and I, and everyone involved in this matter are focused solely on what is best for Texas A&M University. Since 2011, we have been a proud member of, I can't even fucking read this anymore, of the best intercollegiate athletic conference in history. And we look forward to a continued success in our SEC partnership for many years to come.
They got spanked. They got spanked nationally. Oh my God.
That was insane. That's just really.
It's the perfect.
Let me do what I would have fucking put out if I was A&M.
Bring it, bitches.
If I was A&M, I would be like, we pushed the vote up because we wanted to vote yes to bring you motherfuckers in so we can stomp your fucking faces and still take all your recruits. And, right, because we mentioned all that shit in the move. We mentioned recruits, we mentioned everything, and they just missed this opportunity to just be like, yeah, motherfucker, let's go.
It's because they're never gonna. They don't have big dick energy. That's it. The entire city will never have big dick energy because that's exactly what I would have done. Exactly what they should have done. All they had to do was say, "Bring it, bitch." If they just said those 3 words in a statement, I would fucking stand up and clap. Bring it, bitch. Yeah. And
instead, yeah. Or just like something real simple, like even though I think it's lame as shit, but we run this shit.
Yeah, we run the state. Yeah.
Yeah, we run the state, period. End of statement. Fucking boom, dude. That's a laying dick on the table move.
Instead, it's been such a challenging week. Oh, poor Aggie.
Oh my gosh. All right, but let's read Texas's statement.
Daddy's home. That's it. That's a statement.
Dude, L. Teefs was fucking. That was.
L. Teefs.
We'd like to thank the Aggies.
We'd like to thank the Aggies for voting for us.
Oh my fucking god!
That guy's
my fucking god! What a beast! A beast!
He will never have to pay for anything in the city of Austin. I swear. Not that he can't afford it, but good god, that he's a god, dude. Kevin L. Teefs, he is a god. He is awesome. I fucking. It's so great.
Oh, dude, that is so funny.
Speaking of lapdogs, the best part is Bowlesby losing his fucking mind right now. On they're suing ESPN. What?
Let's break this down. We got to do like the John Boy style. Here's a breakdown. Right? My God, I almost want we're putting this on YouTube now, so we're gonna put a fucking video here that you're gonna watch.
Oh my God, dude! What an absolute clown show. This guy just woke up for the first time in 3 years and realized, hey, I'm running this shitty fucking conference.
Just what, 2 short weeks ago, he said, realignment doesn't keep me up at night. Nothing to worry about.
See ya. Peace the fuck out.
Oh, dude. Oh, the cease and desist.
Oh my God.
I loved ESPN's response. Was nice.
Just said get fucked. It was basically
it was very strongly worded.
Dude, so the best part about all of this is this guy, he had to have been fucking wasted when he sent that cease and desist. It was the most short-sighted shit I've ever seen in my entire life, because your grant of rights is up in 2025. Like, so this guy is either so desperate that he knows his conference is going to collapse underneath him immediately, which I think it's going to, or he has zero foresight because he lost every single ounce of leverage he has with the Big 12's TV rights in 2025. Because ESPN, if you're sending cease and desist, you're not going to get picked up by ESPN. So now you have
Bro,
Fox or
Fox,
CBS.
Fox is trying to, CBS needs to pick up a conference. They're losing the SEC.
Yep.
They could take the the irate 8.
But
I
see,
think that's fucking
it's so
great.
great. It's so great. But so they take the irate 8, but they have now the Big 12 has zero bargaining power. Like, okay, you're leveraging instead of ESPN, you're leveraging Fox and CBS. It was
Well, see, the problem
stupid.
with him is he doesn't know how to sell football games. That's what the SEC has gotten right for a really long time. The SEC sells football games,
Yes.
right? They like to pimp up both teams' fan. They really like push all the marketing dollars in on top of what the teams already do to make it a matchup, a header, a like this game is actually important. And
Yes.
the games aren't any more important, like at all. The thing is, they get the fans jazzed, and then they
Oh,
want
for
to
sure.
fucking spend money and
Iowa
get
State,
out there
Kansas State.
and fill
Yeah.
80, 90,000 person stadiums, 100,000 person stadiums. Like
Everybody in
that's
the
a thing in
world.
the SEC.
Everybody in the world's tuning into Georgia versus Mississippi State. Two programs that haven't won shit in a while. Georgia's been fine. They haven't won a national championship, but no, but people are going to watch that over Iowa State versus Oklahoma State, even if both of those teams were ranked. People would rather watch Ole Miss, Mississippi State, or that's a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? Missouri, Mississippi State. Even I would choose
I
that.
wouldn't watch Tennessee Vanderbilt for shit.
Oh, well,
I wouldn't
Vanderbilt
watch
doesn't count.
Tennessee, Missouri. I wouldn't watch actually Missouri play anyone except for people that were favored by 21 points or more. Because I just really like watching Mizzou get crushed.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, it's just so nearsighted by Bowlesby, and he's in charge of this dying conference, and now he's just scrambling because he couldn't see what was under his fucking nose for
Years?
at least multiple years. Like him.
Oh, dude, Oklahoma gave him notice.
Oh,
like
for
all
sure.
that stuff's come out.
That
Oklahoma.
Nebraska game?
By the way, last week, no, there was some speculation in there when we said it. We were just really confident about it. We know none of that was speculation. So,
none of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew it the whole time. There's no speculation. There's never an ounce of speculation on the Surly Horns podcast. That's a guarantee. I think I promised y'all recruit commit like 3 weeks in a row, so they never came. But anyway, yeah, Oklahoma basically told them to go fuck themselves with the Nebraska 11 a.m. kickoff. We were like, this is stupid. Like, why are we doing this?
dude, have you seen the stats? The stats are bad.
Oh my God.
When Oklahoma's right about something, you fucked up.
You fucked up. Because they're losing like
because Oklahoma, they're
70%
not
of their
very
revenue.
good at math, man. They're just not. They're just not good math people over there. They're really good at smoking meth.
Yep.
Right? They're really good at football apparently right now. And that's cool. That's fine, right?
The only,
you got math and football.
The only math that they're good at is reading the numbers on the scale when they're selling the meth, making sure they get the proper amounts.
Yeah, but they can't do math, and they have done the math, and they played 41 times in the span of, 10 seasons or 6 seasons or something? It wasn't very long. And the next closest team was in the the mid-20s. It's
unreal.
It's unreal how stupid that is to put OU at 11 a.m. kicks as often as you can. You know who had the least? They put the least too. It was LSU.
Yeah,
and
of course, LSU at night. Yeah, it's always Death Valley at night. It's so nearsighted. It's so fucking stupid. The guy had needed to be replaced years and years and years ago. And guess what? You reap what you sow. And sorry about you, buddy. Your conference is failing. You're failing. Enjoy unemployment.
I don't know that he gets unemployment.
Nah, probably not. I don't think he's hurting, but
he'll have a nice little golden parachute out of this thing.
Oh yeah.
So Florida State, Clemson, nothing to that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Everybody's full dumb.
Dumb. Yeah, and it's the same thing with like, oh, Kansas is imminent to the Big Ten. And it's like there's all
Full
this
dumb.
like talk.
Full
It's
dumb.
yeah,
There's nothing's going to happen. But not because nothing should happen. The Big Ten are being, I think, pretty smart because I think the Pac-12 and the Big 12, they scramble, they kill each other, they kind of poach, and they just kind of decide after one season this isn't worth doing.
yep,
And then the Big Ten gets to pick up the pieces of all of California that they want, maybe Oregon, and fuck me, that would be a sick conference.
it's happening. Like I said in the last podcast,
But
it's
all the they get
Northwest
the
Southeast.
equal research, the research money. That's a big deal in the Big Ten. The
Yeah.
research grant that every school gets, that's insane. So it really is like an academic conference, and you really don't want to be sending uh somebody like Joe Shithead.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I mean, just some guy who's not doing research on big machines, right? He's working on the little machines. You're not going to want to send that guy or go to their lab. That nobody wants to do that.
Oh my
And
god!
so I think the Big Ten's onto something because they're gonna take all the smart kids
Yep.
and then make it smart kids versus dumb kids, and the big bad North and Midwest and West and the Southeast.
Us dummies, I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's such a good storyline. It's such a good storyline. But I think we're gonna have to wait 5 years.
It's it's Catholics versus convicts, but it's like smarts versus dumbs.
Yeah.
Rednecks versus I don't know.
But see, yeah, even you don't have to worry about Notre Dame. They're gonna go with smart kids, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're not dumb. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, they'll enjoy
see how it all shakes out.
Cal, Stanford, yeah, all those guys are for sure. Yeah, USC, they're all for sure perfect fits for the Big Ten. They ain't ready for the SRC. Not SRC ready.
They're not SRC ready.
Not SRC ready.
Oh,
speaking of SEC ready, what was the legal thing called that was basically just a giant Texas roast session by members of Congress?
Oh, the bill they were going to try and pass.
Yeah,
they just proposed it so they would read it, and they're not going to vote on it or anything. They're just like interviewing people, invited them down to the Capitol to talk about this major event that's happening that will affect Texas and impact everyone that lives here and make it a worse place to live. We're going to bankrupt cities. Lubbock is just never going to have another, person actually ever leave the county. It's the craziest shit you've ever heard from these people, and they're just up there being trolls.
Just salty as fuck. That's the best part about this. They're so salty. My favorite thing, they're trying to dig at Texas the entire time, and all I can think to myself is like, if Texas sucks so bad, why are you mad that they're leaving? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, big bad Texas isn't going to be there to change your fucking diapers. Put your big boy pants on. And my favorite quote was like, it was, man, now I got to find it. It was like, why hasn't Texas made the conference better? It's like, bro, so we got to do all the heavy lifting. Like, what? Where is that when we signed? Makes zero sense. Yeah, Texas State Senator Charles Perry to UT President Jay Hartzell. If you're as big and great as you think you are, you should have made the Big 12 equal or better than the SEC. You didn't do it. Well, yeah, bro. It's like we have Baylor in the conference. We're supposed to turn them into LSU overnight? Like, what the fuck is Texas supposed to do? Like,
what's really great about this is you can go and reread this if you miss this event. It doesn't matter. The thread is still very funny because it breaks and people are like quoting different pieces and then just ripping it to shreds live. It's incredible. It's so fun to read, even like if you go back and read it.
Oh yeah, I know. And poor Jay Hartzell's just sitting up there being like, I made the best decision for the University of Texas, and then just getting fucking. It was like a rap battle almost with these fucking Congress people. It's like he's sitting up there as B Rabbit, just taking all this shit of 3-7 against TCU. It's like, cool. Well, enjoy the whack, bro. Like enjoy the AAC.
Oh, I don't even know why people say this is ruining college football. This is going to make it so much
So
better.
much better.
It's going to make it so much better. And we're going to pay players, and everybody's going to be happy. And that you only get 3 years ever out of the good ones. It's just the same as it ever was.
Yep.
It's just now you're not secretly paying anybody anymore. There's no secrets. You just pay them.
We're two podcasters just talking about openly paying an entire position group at the University of Texas.
And we're not worried about getting Texas in trouble about it.
At all. Yeah, like it feels a little dirty.
I'm like zero worried. I am zero worried that this will have any negative impact on the university.
Yep. It's like legalizing weed. It's like, oh, you can open a dispensary now, and it's like you can just walk in and buy that. Okay, let's do that. So let's just pay players. We can do that.
We do that.
We do that.
All right. So, speaking of the Longhorns and the NFL, the combination of those two, kind of exciting. I can't get any news on really any other player that got drafted except for Sam. And it's all really kind of overwhelmingly positive at this point.
Yeah. And the starting quarterback's been out.
If you don't follow pro football,
yeah.
Carson Wentz, the quarterback, had a nagging injury from his childhood.
Yeah, it's like a high school foot break.
And he had like a little piece of bone, I guess, that flew around and like it was rubbing up against other stuff. So they're taking a bone out of his foot, and he's going to come back and be an NFL quarterback, right? So he's really good at football. And then they have who is that guy even?
Jacob Eason. He was from Georgia.
Yeah. And so they have, dumbfuck Eason.
Yeah.
He's just like a big, big Greek god, right? The coaches are all talking about how he just has so much potential because his arm is so elite, and you can't find arms like that anywhere. And apparently he's just bad.
Yeah.
And call it inconsistent, call it whatever. He's bad. And Sam apparently is lighting it up, right? I mean, high completion percentage, making really good decisions, making and creating space with his feet. Like, what Sam should have been doing at Texas is what it sounds like they're making him do there. And I'm excited he's definitely making the roster from
already
sure. 3 days into camp. They're like, this guy fucks. So, one thing is you need a quarterback on the team. If your main guy gets hurt, that to like the absolute of absolutes, they know every fucking play in the playbook. They know exactly how to do it. They know how to read the coverages. You need that guy that isn't going to make you like win the game. But if you're up 2 touchdowns and you can just drive the ball and score in 6-7 minutes, or just kind of extend plays and just make first downs a little bit down the field and then punt, but waste 3.5 minutes. You need a guy like that. And I think Sam can, he's proving that he can be that guy.
Yeah,
but he's also doing the 2-minute drill. That's insane, right?
It's what Colt has made a career out of in the NFL and made a fuck ton of money doing. Colt is never going to be the dude that goes in there and just like lights the world on fire and wins the game for you. But he's going to score 21 points, and 21 points should be enough to win.
You know what's really fucked up is I feel like it would be pretty funny for the Colts to use Sam in like a closer scenario where they just like put him in the closer. Yeah, you have 2.5 minutes left in the game and Sam goes in. Yeah. And it's just like every game you get Sam Ellinger for 2.5 minutes just fucking willing the ball to do what he's
just willing first downs, just quarterback power 9 times in a row.
No. But he'll do it with his brain and his arm instead of his body. Well, I mean, he may do it with his body.
Yeah, he might do both.
Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be awesome to see. How badass would it be if he's starting as a rookie and like he Wally Pips him? Carson Wentz just gets his job took from him by a 6th-round rookie in Sam Ellinger. That'd be awesome.
I mean, yeah, Carson Wentz isn't losing his job, but this Eason guy is fucking out. He's fucking
Wins his
out.
ass. Wins his ass.
They're gonna bring in some other quarterback too. They're not like I think they're talking to Phillip Rivers again. They're talking to I mean the Nick Foles was like, oh, you know me,
Dude.
like hit me up, bro. And
That'd
it's like, don't do that.
Dude, if Nick Foles takes fucking Carson Wentz's job again, that would be great.
Yeah, it'd be fucking
pure comedy.
He'd have a fucking aneurysm. Yeah.
So good.
So how much do you think all of this positive news about a guy that just got drafted in the 6th round, I feel like they should be pumping it up a bit more. It's almost like it's our lackluster recruiting. That it's the lackluster pumping up of what's going on with guys that just left the school. I mean, we had Joseph Osai. Like, why haven't we heard about what's going on with him? I bet he's doing pretty good in camp.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, haven't heard anything about Caden Stearns really. I mean, I don't pay close attention to NFL training camps anyway. It's a bunch of dudes.
Caden Stearns is going to start talking some mad shit.
Yeah, and come on the podcast. He said he was going to come on the podcast, and he hasn't come on the podcast. So come on the podcast because he listens. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know how a guy like Joseph Osai ever fails. I actually have heard Sam Cosmi looks awesome. So there's something. Yeah, not a shocker there either. Both
and offensive line listening. If you're wondering, Texas needs to recruit pretty much all positions still.
Yeah.
They still need to have an anchor for every position in this class.
Yeah, Kelvin Banks was a little bit of a miss. So, it's recruiting is just, I mean, we can get into it now. I mean, recruiting's a fucking mess, and mainly because the NIL stuff. I mean, we're going back to it.
There's a lot to do with it, and everybody's confused. And when people are confused, they start to get stupid.
Yep.
And
everybody in
you
that
just can't explain. You can't explain something super complex to some kid. You got to just be like, dude, we want you to play here, and we want to win, and we think that you can play the first year. Boom.
Yeah.
Tell the fucking kid that. Tell him that. It doesn't matter. Just fucking, if he's good enough, he'll play. You weren't lying to him. Just fucking tell them that you want them to play here instead of being like, oh,
if you want to come here, you can come here.
You know what it's all about is hard work and stuff. It's like nobody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah.
I think Alabama's like, hey, if you come here, we're going to work your shit to death.
Yeah, and then you're going to transfer.
You're going to sacrifice your fucking body for this football team. No, they don't fucking tell that to recruits.
Yeah, I think, so this is, going back to the burn ends that we're talking about, thinking about this like big picture stuff. This is how, people don't understand, how can I help? I'm not, Michael Dell with $1 billion infinity dollars just to throw at somebody. It's like, this is the idea that you need to get in on, because this is how you can make a difference. Joe Schmo, $10 a month is not a lot to fucking ask. That's, you can point and say, Jatavian Sanders, I helped get that kid to Texas, because this is an ongoing deal. This isn't going to be just a one-off like, hey, here's $1,000 for my Orange Bloods fucking interview. This is like, we're talking about putting $10,000 in every single kid's pocket. 7 tight ends. If we get 250 people to sign up, I did the numbers and you'll see it on the PowerPoint. Basically, we can get 70 fucking grand into the tight end room. $10,000 to a tight end, including walk-ons and shit. Like, that's how you make the program better. Bijan gets
sales
paid.
pitch is sponsored by the Surly Horns podcast.
Yes, it absolutely is. It's not hard. This is what you have to do. If you are listening and you're mad about recruiting, you personally can fix one position group immediately. You think that Jaleel Skinner, a 5-star, possibly tight end, is going to look at the University of Texas with no promises of money when he could go to Georgia and get a bag filled with 40 grand? Well, guess what? He's going to get 40 grand at the University of Texas if he stays 4 years, because he'll get 10K in his pocket from surlyhorns.com. And have fun doing it. Like that. This is what everybody. This is what Crystal Conti has needed. This is what Crystal Conti has needed the entire fucking time. There's no reason that my fucking dumbass needs to be putting a PowerPoint together on how we could pay the tight ends. That should have been done at a billion times my level, a billion trillion times. I'm a fucking nobody in the scope of Texas Longhorns athletics, and I'm putting together PowerPoints to actually pay these fucking guys. To actually make
so you can give $10 a month, motherfucker, because
you give
your lazy ass didn't do shit.
I put together a PowerPoint. I learned how to apply all burnt orange to the backgrounds of slides. Like, this PowerPoint is legit, guys. Like,
And
I learned how to crop.
You get a sticker and a cup. No fucking t-shirts, though. T-shirts are for bitches.
Yes, fuck t-shirts. Cups are cooler. Cups are way fucking cooler. And yeah, we'll handle all that stuff. It'll all be in the PowerPoint. It'll all be in the thread. But we need to blow this shit up. Like, if you are serious and you're mad about the NIL, you have an active avenue to fix that immediately. Like, right fucking now. Like, when you're listening to this, there's going to be a way for you to fix this. And all we have to do is show that what we can do as a community, and then everybody else will do the same shit. Deshaun Jameson's going to get his money. Hudson Card's going to get his money. Bijan obviously is going to get his money. We need to be worried about Braden Liebrock and Gunnar Helm. That's who we need to be worried about. You need to be worried about Alfred Collins. You need to be worried about Tope Amadi. It doesn't matter who it is. We need to fix the entire fucking roster. Bijan is going to get his shit. We need to figure out as a Longhorn fandom how we can make a difference. And this is it. This is it. $10 a fucking month, you broke bitches. Stop drinking, cut 1 6-pack out of your life. That's all we're asking.
And yeah, you'll get no ads.
Yeah, still no ads. No ads on the site. Yeah, still no ads on the site, and unlimited karma or rep that you can give out. Yeah, so unlimited rep you can give out, and all you got to do is donate, and you'll get to drink out of a cool Arctic cup and a cool sticker, and we'll come up with like a badass logo. If you're a graphic designer, hit us up. I have zero ideas of what the logo is going to look like, so you'll have to do that.
Paging Treaty Oak.
Done. So yeah, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. That's the beauty of this. This is why this is in effect. Like,
dude, it'd be really cool to have the burnt ends drop by the Surly Horns tailgate at every fucking game.
Yeah, like it's, and we get to build relationships with these guys on a message board. Like, how cool is it going to be able to point to Jared Wiley catching the fucking game-winning touchdown and being like, yeah, I put $10K in that kid's pocket.
All right, but they are gonna, if they just don't want to post, they don't have to.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys just shit on these guys constantly, they're just not going to want to talk to you.
We're going to have to find a new position group. I'm going to have to come up with a cooler name than Burn Ends. It's going to be difficult.
I mean, I guess it's some type of, group accountability or something.
Yeah.
You can't have everybody talking shit about your homie. But
we'll just
maybe you can be like, homie, you got to stop sucking so they stop talking shit about you.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's gonna be sitting there breaking down how Cade Brewer's blocking and shit. It's gonna be a nightmare. But even if they don't post on the board,
I would love for that conversation to happen though, because we would encourage the players to interact in a safe space. Nobody but the people that pay can ever read what you're saying. So you can just light them up. You can just be like, you don't know what you're talking about, you fat old man. And then maybe he'll show up to the ranch and you'll show him that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
They get an extra like $10 if they call somebody a fat bitch on the board. Just,
I don't know that you can pay for that, but
it would be cool.
I'll investigate it.
But anyway, so I'll get off my soapbox. But we're gonna post this. This is happening. This is what we're doing. It's getting put out, and all we need is your support to do it. We'll run it, we'll handle everything. All it takes is an automatic withdrawal that's less than your fucking Netflix subscription to fix what Crystal Conti's fucked up for 2 years.
Oh, basically. God damn it, dude. Netflix has gotten goddamn expensive.
It has. And
I don't know what happened. It's $21 after tax now.
Stupid. And and they don't even have that good of original content. Like,
I don't know that I watched one Netflix show that came out like a month ago, That's it. That's the only time I've ever opened the app in the last month.
Them losing The Office was hurt them big, I think, because they didn't really have anything to replace it. I like Netflix just because their user interface is so much better. Like Hulu is ass. HBO Max is great.
Oh, dude, we're talking about fucking crazy streaming shit.
We get way derailed on this. Yeah, go watch Bo Burnham's Inside if you haven't seen it already. Very good stand-up.
So you can either, here it is. You can either keep watching that trash, or you can subscribe and be a burnt end on surlyhorns.com. So which would you rather do?
Not hard. And everybody join and don't be a baby back bitch and just join the burn ends part. Be a point man. You got to be a point man.
All right, so let's talk about, we're on the recruiting subject, but what is happening? What's happening?
Nothing good.
We had a barbecue. We had a barbecue. We had a big old barbecue.
So we got 2 commits. So Derek Brown, and then I am absolutely not going to pronounce this kid's first name. I think it's supposed to be pronounced Owen Carey. It looks like a sound you make when you Eoghan.
Hogan.
It sounds like a Dragon Ball Z, like Hadouken or whatever. Or what is it? Street Fighter. Yeah, I don't know how you say his name, but his stats look good. People, I don't know. We got 2 linebackers. Derek Brown's a beast. Like that was, you absolutely could not have fucked that one up. Like, so we got those 2 guys, but Bryce Anderson looks like he's very much trending away from Texas, which I think spurred a lot of the NIL stuff. Not that the kid had his hand out. Like, they got fucking beat, man. But, if the staff isn't going to get it done, how can we help them in any capacity? It's the NIL, and we can do that. We are taking charge of that. So, yeah, it sucks, and recruiting sucks right now, but it should have always sucked, honestly. Like, if you look at it from the grand scheme of things, it should have always sucked. Like, we're coming off this is the 3rd head coach in 9 years. Like, these kids have seen Charlie Strong. Like, they don't remember Mac Brown and like how awesome they don't know Vince Young. They were like 2 years old, and so I get it.
Imagine being 2 when Vince Young popping off in the fucking Rose Bowl.
4th and 5, bitch.
Insane. Legendary.
But I mean, so I get why it's bad. I think the staff is full of good recruiters. I think they have the ability to be great. And all you got to do, just win. That's all you got to do. Just win. It's not that hard. You're in the Big 12 conference right now. Like, show me a fucking loss. Oklahoma is the only game. Like, Oklahoma is the only acceptable game that I would be like, well, you know what? That fucking sucks, but that we lost. But like, every other game is indefensible to lose. It is indefensible. I don't give a fuck about Iowa State. Matt Campbell can fuck off. He has 2 stars, 3 stars. Like, fuck them. We're Texas, bitch. We are Texas. Like, when
we gotta do that. We gotta do that this season. If we field a team that is not executing well and executing at an extremely high level, then we are going to have problems next recruiting go around. Yeah. I think this one, you get kind of it's going to be a top 10 class. It's not going to be a top 5 class.
You're looking at top 10.
5 yeah, we're done with top 5.
The floor is like 12. But
and so it's still going to be a very talent-rich roster this season.
Yep.
You can't go 2 seasons doing that, though.
No. And especially
that will kill your fucking, that will kill everything.
I mean, next year you're not playing fucking Kansas State. You're playing Mississippi State or LSU. It's like, you got to shit or get off the pot. This is your 1 year. It can't be a rebuilding year. You need at least
you need a run, dude. You need to make the playoffs or like win the Big 12 and get snubbed. That'd be fine. That'd be cool to do that at the last season. That'd be a decent show. Do that, dude.
Anything less than the Big 12,
do it on a January 6th bowl or something. Fucking yeah.
Anything less than the Big 12 championship appearance, we are fucked.
Oh, you got problems.
We are fucked. We are royally fucked. Like, you have to win 9 games. You have to make the Big 12 championship, and you have to look good doing it. If you're
Now
losing,
they have no flexibility because these kids are looking, and I still think you can flip some people with like outstanding play, and if they make the playoffs and like face off against one of the big
yeah,
recruiting rivals, like imagine A&M in Texas in this year's playoff
Whew.
ahead of schedule,
Oh my god,
right? That would be the sickest fucking game because they know they're going to play each other every year now,
in the
and it
Cotton
would just
Bowl.
be sick. Yeah, in the Cotton Bowl
Oh
or in
my
the Sugar
god,
Bowl. I don't give a fuck where, right? Put it in the Rose Bowl. I don't give a fuck. I'd go watch that game in the Rose Bowl
dude.
on Thanksgiving. That'd be sick. But
The
yeah.
Sugar Bowl would be terrifying. There'd be people getting stabbed and shit. Like it would be nasty. Cotton
Oh
Bowl
man.
makes all the sense in the world, but either way, that's the staff expectation. So recruiting will get figured out. The NIL is going to get figured out. Even if my fucking dumbass has to will it along, it's going to get figured out. Like we're doing this, it's going to happen.
All
Whew.
right, so
Rant over.
you know who is making decisions. Respect his decision. Quinn Ewers.
Yep. Speaking of NIL, I mean, he's
What is he? Some
supposedly
kind of smarter shit? Like, what's the deal?
he's making like I think it's like kombucha or some bullshit, but he's making like six figures immediately off the bat. But it's all this like bad teammate talk. I don't know what he's thinking going to that quarterback room. That quarterback room's going to be a disaster. There's like 3 or 5 stars in it and like 2
What do you
4 stars.
mean? He's gonna get in there, man. He's
Oh,
gonna
I
shake
know.
shit up. He's a grown man. He's 18. Didn't you know?
No,
Apparently he was held back early.
yeah, he's held back. Yeah, that's the best part. But yeah, he's going to be great. Everybody it sucks. Like we lost Quinn Ewers. He should have been at Texas, and everybody would be pounding their little baby dicks right now if he was doing this at Texas
Yeah,
and
there's no way that this is a bad decision for this guy.
battling for Card. Like him, Card, and Thompson all battling together. Like how fucking badass would that be? But guess what? We don't have that. We don't get nice things because you touch yourself when you sleep at night. That's why.
We get Malikness.
Oh yeah, no, I like Malik, and we're getting Arch.
And then we're gonna get Arch. Yeah,
we're
so
getting Arch.
fine.
Yeah, and if that doesn't happen, then we're fucked, and we've been fucked for a decade. So nothing new, guys. Just same old shit.
Bryce Anderson, are you gonna make that call?
Oh yeah, he's going A&M. He's absolutely going A&M.
Heard it first on the Surly Horns podcast.
Yep, you did. I ruined another kid's moment. Suck it, bitches. Hey, I wouldn't ruin the moment if he was going to Texas. So yeah, he's going.
I just feel like this is a big one. This is a big one to lose. It's not a good one to lose in the way that it sounds like it was lost. So
yeah, him, Denver Harris, Kelvin Banks, like those three were like those. There's no like dimension that they shouldn't be Texas Longhorns, and all three of them are probably not going to be Texas Longhorns. Unless there is something that happens with Denver Harris. I'm not losing all hope there. But if Texas loses Devin Campbell, just call it, bro. Like, just call it. It's done. It's fucking stupid and done. And I just need to log off the recruiting threads for the next till Christmas. Let's just call it that. At least to see, just play football. I think I said on the thread. I said it doesn't matter because if we go into the season and we win games, we're going to be able to flip these kids. Like, hey, we've shown you. Here's our product on the field. We're gonna flip kids. And if we go in there and we don't win games, it won't matter either because it's just another buyout. We're on to our next coach at that point. It's just another buyout.
They'll catch him drinking, but they would have fed him the alcohol.
Oh yeah, they're forcing a beer bong down his throat, saying, "Oh look."
Okay, so that guy, the way that you pronounce his name is Owen, just like Owen.
Hugen sounds cooler, so I'm gonna call him Hugen. Hugen.
Okay, we need an additional, even though we've been spitting facts about Aggie all podcast. Aggie fact of the week. Kyle Lumlane.
Go cop his book, 101 Aggie Facts that every Longhorn should know. Today we're on Aggie Fact number 58, which might be my personal favorite. I actually had it bookmarked. Texas A&M's last national championship is closer to the Emancipation Proclamation than it is to this upcoming season.
Yes.
That's insane. That's insane.
None of us were alive for that.
No,
not even a little bit.
Not even our great granddads probably were.
Yeah, lots of things had to go wrong for both of us to be born doing this podcast together.
That's true.
So consider that. That's how long it's been since Texas A&M has done anything relevant.
Oh, always great.
And then we are at everybody's favorite segment. Now featuring music for real.
Yes. Finally. All
right.
Fat Boy Minute.
What is the longest either distance or time that you have needed to travel to satisfy a food craving?
Okay, so this is a little different. So a little different than the question you're asking. So it might be the fattest thing I've ever done. So I was in a fraternity. We had our initiation week. During that week, the food's prepared for you. Can't go into anything more than that. But anyway, after it was done, a bitch was hungry. So I was starving. I was absolutely starving. But all I've been doing is thinking about it for a week of what do I want. So I went to Taco Bell and I got the quesadilla, the nachos with the chips and cheese. Then I went to KFC. I got a 6-piece chicken, original recipe. I'm a big original recipe guy. I went to Wendy's for spicy chicken nuggets. I went to McDonald's for fries and McFlurry. And then the topper of all of it, I went to the liquor store and I got I got a handle of, this is college money we're talking about. So I got a handle of Rich and Rare that I decided to drink on the rocks and wash it all down with. And let me tell you, nothing tasted better except the Rich and Rare. That was terrible. It was god awful.
What did you do after you ate that meal? Did you go out?
Slept.
Or did you
God, no. I just slept. I slept from I probably fell asleep at midnight. And I ate every bite. I ate every single morsel by myself, just shame eating the shit in my dorm room. And then I just slept for 14 to 16 straight hours. And it was glorious. Full belly, full everything. I probably consumed 9,000 to 11,000 calories. Because when I say I went to McDonald's and I got fries, it's not like I got a large fry. I got 4 large fries. It was gone, just done.
So when I lived in Crested Butte, it's a similar story to that. But this is I'm just going to follow your lead because that seems like a fun story. So I lived in Crested Butte. And there's no fast food joints in Crested Butte. There's all kinds of stuff that's kind of quick. And there's a burrito place like Chipotle, but it's not Chipotle. And, right? But there's no fast food up there. There's a Taco Bell, a McDonald's, a Sonic, and something else down there. And I would go hang out at the lake in the summers every weekend and then drive back on Sunday. So I'd leave Friday and come back Sunday. And on the way back, I was like, fuck it. I want to eat fast food all week this week. And I went and got full orders.
Oh, yeah.
$10, $11 a piece, meals from all the fast food places and then put them in the fridge. Except for the one that I ate. And my wife was like, what the fuck is all this fast food? I was like, I'm eating fast food all week this week.
That reminds me of a story. So I have a buddy and he did something very similar. So he didn't ever get Taco Bell. And so he decided to go to Taco Bell in, God, I can't remember where it was. But basically, he went to Taco Bell. He ordered like 350 burritos. Like, I'm not fucking with you. Like, he ordered a metric ton of burritos. He called ahead and told him, like, and they thought it was bullshit. Then he showed up and was like, yeah, where are my burritos? It was like 10 or 15 like bags full of bean burritos, and he just froze all of them, and he ate them like daily, every single day, just reheating old bean burritos that have been in his freezer for like 6 months, because there's like the nearest Taco Bell is like 50 miles away.
Dude, I have tried to convince several managers of Jack in the Box to sell me a frozen box of tacos.
Oh, that would be great.
Just the whole box. I did as big as it comes.
Oh.
I'll pay cooked price for it.
Just that's beautiful. How would you reheat that though? So obviously they dip
in a fucking fryer, bro.
Oh, see, I was thinking air fryer. Save the calories a little bit. Air fryer.
Hell no!
Great.
You want that shit fucking fried. You want to do like 12 at a time.
It wouldn't taste. It wouldn't taste right if it didn't have grease like just dripping down the side of it.
Oh, dude, and just like some fresh chopped lettuce and fucking homemade salsa instead. Holy shit, dude. That's a really good Jack in the Box taco, I'll tell you.
Now we need to do that for the Surly Horns RV. Do you think they can put a fryer in the RV for us to just be doing Jack in the Box tacos?
I do not believe that a fryer is a good idea inside of the RV. It is not a food truck. It is an RV that has a small kitchenette.
Well, I mean, we haven't thought about renting a food truck. That would be pretty baller too. Just rent a roach coach.
If we just fucking and went and sold frozen Jack in the Box tacos, we spruced up.
Dude, that'd be great. That'd be great. Oh.
All right. Remember to be on the lookout for the burn ends information. Subscribe.
Don't be a bitch.
You don't have to go to Texas to subscribe. You can fucking just be like, I like Texas players. I like that. So, Chi-Town Doc, we're calling you out, bro.
Yep. Yeah, if you like Surly Horns, you like us, you like, what we're doing with the podcast, absolutely donate to the burn ends. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. It doesn't just have to be a Surly thing too. If you have Texas fan friends that aren't on Surly, first of all, get them on Surly. Second of all, tell them to sign up and be part of this. It can be, what starts here, changes the world, and that's what we need to do. Like, we can fix this, guys, you dumb bitches. All of you everybody's so fucking dumb, and it's just all we have to do is this one little thing, and we can be awesome. So just do this one little thing. It's not hard. Just do it. Do it. From one dumb bitch to many others that are listening to this. Just do it.
On that note, hook 'em.
Hook 'em.